Hello everybody, welcome to our coverage of the Springtime Classic here in 2022. This is a C-tier tournament held at Alexander Park in Lawrenceville, Georgia. So we are throwing a Sandy cookie your way here in the commentary booth. I'm Chris at TQM Throws.
I'm Sandra at sandbar_DG.
I'm fortunecookie_DG on Instagram.
So here in the booth, we're going to be looking over a pretty exciting time for us here at Peachy Disc Golf. So this is actually going to be my first tournament that I'm entering in for disc golf. Both of their second tournaments here. Should be a lot of fun. How did you guys feel going into this tournament?
Pretty confident. It's going to be my last tournament of my prenatal season.
Oh yeah?
I felt pretty unprepared for this tournament.
Really?
Yeah, just because I didn't really get as many practice rounds as I would like, and then I was working on something form-wise, which threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, so I guess unlike Khang, me and Bowie, who you'll see on our video here, we actually were playing Alexander like almost every week, it seemed like. So we got a good number of practice rounds in. I'm actually honestly kind of tired of playing the course. So I'm looking forward to, not have been like, oh, I need to go play Alexander to practice for this tournament, have like an open slate. But I was really looking forward to the tournament. It was a lot of fun. So here on the video today, we actually have a pretty exciting card. So the way that the tournament was set up is you got to choose your tee time. So we were fortunate that we were able to group up into, having friends on the card. So here on the video, we have myself, Khang, and Bowie, and then we have another guy that's playing. We don't have any footage of him, but us three, you'll see all of us playing. Sandra was on a different card, unluckily, but you did have a card full of people that we knew, right?
Yep.
So it was a lot of fun. So we're gonna jump right into the footage, guys, and hopefully enjoy. Hole 1 here is a par 3, 220 feet, a nice open shot down the fairway. There are a couple of little trees here, especially this one on the right comes into play as you're going with something overstable to fade in, but overall pretty nice warm-up shot to start the tournament off here. So let's see, who do we have up first? I don't remember. Oh, it was Bowie up first. All of us are rocking the Hawaiian shirts here.
Nice bucket hat.
Yeah.
He saw Ricky Wasaki. He wanted to cop the style.
Yep. I think Bowie's going with a Wraith here. Maybe it's Cloudbreaker.
Oh, it's flip. It is a lot of headwind.
How's the wind on your
It was a
time?
little windy to
It was a
start
little
off.
windy.
So
Yeah.
Look at this
Yeah, you got a
dapper.
nice shirt here. I'm going with the Virus from Axiom here.
That's a-
understable fairway driver. Just sort of going straight at the basket.
Ooh, great line.
Oh,
But then the wind
Wow.
just carries it off to the left.
Spoke too soon.
Oh yeah, I was super sore. I probably shouldn't have played tennis. Not a smart thing to do.
What are you going with
I'm
here?
going with my T-bird because of the headwind, but that was a mistake because
Oh.
that was a timing issue more than anything.
Yeah, really off to the left into the trees there. But it falls out, doesn't go all the way through. Should have a little look here. So Bowie went really far past the basket here. So
Juiced it.
he's going with a long putt.
Oh,
Whoa.
That was a great distance there. Just a little off to the right.
circle 2, right?
Khang, a little awkward. Checking to make sure it's circle 2.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I could fall forward because
Obviously full sending.
yes,
Oh.
That was a good run, Khang. That was a pretty solid attempt.
Yeah, you went for it.
You committed.
yeah.
I'm also in the trees over here, but obviously not as obstructed. And
Ooh.
I just sky this one. The nerves, first tournament nerves here coming, getting to me there. But I didn't want to leave any putts short because that always makes me feel sad. I don't know about you guys. Same thing,
Oh.
a little high.
Juiced it.
It's all good, Chris.
You just got to calibrate after this
Yeah,
hole.
that's all good. Like, we didn't have too much time to practice right beforehand, so it would have been nice to get some warm-up putts in. Khang
Nice.
sneaking it in there for a par.
Boom, nice.
All right.
Yep.
Hole 2, par 3, 265 feet. All you really have to do here is just throw a wide hyzer, get around these 3 trees. The basket's a little tucked behind these line of trees. You just gotta put it in there. It's something overstable. I think it was a lot of headwind at that moment, so you had to throw something really overstable to really get to the basket.
Bowie's going with his Bendy James Volt here.
Oh.
That one does fly pretty overstable for him.
Oh.
It looked a little low,
Nice.
Does he get through?
but solid
Oh.
throw. Yep.
Ooh.
Just bounced right next to the trees and kept going towards the basket.
Great try.
I think I grabbed my TL. I think this is like my 5th time ever throwing it, so I wanted to try it out.
I didn't even know you owned one.
Exactly, I just got it.
Nice and high.
And
oh, it's fading a lot.
Fading
Does
a
it
lot.
get past the trees?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, way past it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good distance. All
Alright,
right,
Chris,
here
what are
we
you going
go.
with?
I'm going with, I can't tell actually. This is my wave. I shanked it off
Ooh.
left a little bit. I'm just praying it keeps fading.
Right
And
at
it does,
Actually,
so it's
that's
all
fine.
good. I should have an
Because-
opening over there.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can see wide straddle.
Are you running it?
I think this, you can't really see it in the camera angle, but the trees were actually blocking me a little bit. So I was trying to just get it close to the pin. Not terrible there.
Oh, here you go. I got a circle 2 putt. First circle 2 putt of the day. I think I went past the basket.
Oh, and you had the
Hi.
legs. You were running it
Yeah.
in.
So confident.
Yep.
King.
And then Bowie. Look at it. His drive was solid. It's so nice
Yeah, he's
birdie
parked.
putt right here. It's a little windy, but
Ooh,
Ooh.
nails
a little
it.
high, but
Little high, but it
in.
goes in. Scorecard's all that matters. All right. And I get a par out of the way as well to help, loosen up. And
Oh.
Khang.
I airballed that.
Your
Oh,
warm-ups.
no.
I knew it too because I was like, I could tell when it leaves my finger if it gets
Coming in
caught.
cold.
So you'll notice
Even though we warmed
when
up.
I putt, normally
is, what, 30
I
minutes
put my
ago,
finger
45
on a
minutes ago?
specific part of the disc.
All right, we've got hole 3, par 3, 166 feet. Pretty short hole, so you have to do some power control here. You can either go wide hyzer or just do an approach right at the basket.
So it should be said that we are playing short tees here. The long tee for this hole is significantly harder. You're on the other side of those trees to the left, but nice, easy drive here. I think we're all going zone, if I recall.
This is
So-
also a low ceiling shot
Yep,
because the trees are hanging, so
hanging
you
right
can't.
over the tee pad.
I think normally I would go like sky high,
Yep.
wide hyzer, just so it would be even easier for me for power control. But
So Bowie went a little bit too direct to the basket. It faded to the left. I actually do the same thing, not far enough right.
Oh, that's fine.
So they're still not bad throws. We're again throwing the zone, not anything that's going to go too far for the most part.
Mine too.
And then let's see how Khang does here.
I think I'm going for the ace here.
When aren't you going for the ace? That was a pretty good attempt. A
Very
little
nice.
short, but it was a great throw though,
The redemption
regardless.
Kang.
It's challenging because it's so short and you feel like you have to get a birdie or an
Yeah.
ace.
That's true. So Bowie's got a little bit of a long look here. This is what, 10 feet, maybe 15 feet?
No. This is like
15?
circle 2. I thought.
I don't think so. Oh, it was longer than
Yeah,
I
it
thought.
was-
But
yeah.
that was a great putt from Bowie.
Great putt.
Good birdie save. I was a little closer here.
I think you're like 15, 20.
Yep. But I leave it
Oh.
short.
Oh,
That's the thing you hate.
Yep. I felt bad. This is actually sort of I may or may not be going in a downward spiral here for a little bit after that miss. Bowie or Khang sneaking it in there. Hole 4, par 3, 190 feet. You start off with this tight tunnel with all the trees, but it opens up. You do have to watch out though for these 3 trees here, especially this last one. It's just blocking right in front of the basket here, so you want to try to get out into the clearing, but that tree does make it tough for your putts, so you do want to, if you can, get to the left or right of it.
All right, Bowie, what is he going with?
which gap do you think he's aiming for?
I think he's probably going for the wider gap to the left. This looks like his Zen that he's throwing, so... Oh, he's going for the right. Oh, and it hits the tree right in the center.
Yeah.
But it's pretty close, it looked like. Just barely missed his line.
I'm going with my leopard here because I wanted to kind of do a little bit of a S line. I'm going for the left gap. I don't recall if I actually go down the left gap though. So
No, that's a great throw, though, and you make it past that third tree, so that was a little juiced, but at least you will have a clear look for a putt here. I'm definitely going for the left gap as well. I'm throwing a meteor here, and just a little off. Usually it has a little more turn for me, but I think I threw it a little too slow. It's one of my straighter discs. I honestly just try to clear the gap. Still going with the meteor. Almost hit the tree. You could see it turn this time. I did put some anhyzer. Got a very lucky kick to the left.
Wait, it kicked? I thought you hit the branch.
I hit the
and
branch
it shot
and
down.
but it shot down a little to the left, so back towards the basket.
I thought this was weird. I thought he would go with the backhand with his pivot foot being his right foot and being on the right side. But he's going forehand. He's contesting that skinny tree right there. It doesn't really show in the video, but he's like this far away, like a foot away from the...
But overall, that was still a pretty good forehand there.
Worked out.
Ooh, you have
He's probably afraid of this tree.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. That tree, the branches just make it very difficult to get some putts, so I just thrown it at the pole.
You hit metal
Excellent.
there.
Yep.
Right, you can see the wind hitting his shirt a little bit.
And yeah, the branch is off on the right.
Bowie's like, do I get it?
Oh, that was a good run. Yep.
Oh, I actually throw on the path. And luckily in this tournament, it was not considered OB. You had to go beyond the walking path for it to be OB. So again, I kind of juicing a lot right throws.
Was that your drive?
Yeah, my drive. Yeah, it went. I thought I went all the way. It was luckily I did.
All right, so Bowie's tapping in for a bogey then.
Oh, dang.
Khang is going to be tapping in for his par, and then I'll tap in right after for a bogey as well.
Nice.
I thought that bounced out. I don't know if you saw it like bounce off the pole. I almost didn't catch.
Yeah.
Hole 5, par 3, 223 feet. The basket's a little bit on the right side at the end of the fairway. You want to throw something understable to have it turn to go towards the basket, or throw a forehand. I think most people elect for the forehand here.
None of us really are great at forehands, though.
Yeah, I don't do forehands. Here I'm grabbing my Manta. I want it to turn, and it turns a little too much, and it kicks left, luckily.
Yeah.
And actually, I wish it didn't, because I think if it kept going up, if you go far enough deep, you have a long putt look.
Bowie is going with the forehand here. I don't remember what disc this is, though.
What is that? Ooh,
It's going to fade out?
No.
That might be his Undertaker, actually.
Well, he almost hit the spectators in the back.
I'm going with the forehand virus in that sloppy forehand form. Terrible. I don't even know why I even tried going with the forehand, honestly.
Oh, you had this
kind of a
narrow
tricky
gap.
lie here. These 3 trees right in front of me, going with the hammer. And it actually, you can't see it, but it does slide up pretty good, so I'll have a long par save attempt.
I have a long jump putt look, but I have this tree right in front of me, so I have to have it fade in. So it's a little tricky. I normally just go right at the basket. But I almost died. I slipped on the pine straw.
Yep.
But again, testing my
fall
bounce.
over.
Oh, Bowie with the straddle. I think he's circle 2. He has a clean look. Let's see if he gets it. Oh.
That was a good attempt. It was a little tricky to navigate around the trees. So I have what is this, 15 foot?
No, this was
20
like,
foot?
this is circle 2. I remember, because I asked you if you were going to jump, and you said no, I don't jump. And then you
drained it.
Drained it.
Yeah, I did have some good putts in this tournament, so I was glad to get a par save.
That was a great putt.
And there's Khang's par save here, and then we have the carousel coming in. Bowie tapping in his par as well.
All right. Now we are at hole 6, par 3, 180 feet. As you can see, this course is pretty wooded once you get into the woods. You want to throw something a little understable and get out. And the basket is tucked a little uphill on the right.
I think I'm grabbing my Panther. I want it to, because it's a little uphill, so I shanked it. But luckily, I land right there.
It kept flying for you.
Kept flying. I wasn't worried. I was like, oh, I got a chance.
Bowie's throwing a leopard here, and this was a great drive.
Great drive.
Makes it through. Can't really see it here because the camera focused on Bowie, but it tickled a couple leaves, but no tree trunks or anything.
If you get past, you got a straight view of the basket.
I'm throwing the buzz here. I'm really just going with trying to go straight low and skipping up, and I actually hit the line pretty well that I was aiming for, but it did actually carry a little more right than I was hoping.
I grabbed my Paige
Waka.
Pierce Soul, and I was like, oh, let's throw it.
Is that...
What
Oh
a
my-
throw in!
wow.
That was so sick. We were like, what a birdie save. That was so awesome.
That was an Anheuser-ish approach.
Going with my Neutron Soft Envy here, just getting something through the trees to get up to the pin.
So Bowie didn't actually get through, unfortunately, so he's stuck behind this line of trees, and he has a really low ceiling putt look for birdie. I think that's still considered hole or circle one, but
Yeah, it was very obstructed, unfortunately.
Look at that flexibility.
Yeah, this looks incredibly uncomfortable.
look at his calves. That's what I'm checking out.
But he made it through. Should have a nice, easy par save here. So I have to go up first, try to save par, see how I do here. And
Very
make it.
nice.
Nice putt. Back to back, nice
Yep,
putts.
yep, pretty good. And then Bowie has a nice, easy putt here to save par as well.
Nice.
So pretty good hole.
Good job.
Hole 7 here is 280 feet. It's a par 3. Pretty open. When I throw this, I tend to shank shots a lot to the right, so there are some trees off to the right, but really you just want to watch out for this tree coming up on the left here. Go straight down to the basket. It's a pretty long drive. Khang and Bowie definitely have the arms to make it. I will probably go with something a little shorter. So
I'm going with my leopard here, and of course I'm going for the ace run.
when aren't you going for the ace run?
And I said, I told Chris before, I was like, I think this is it.
Looks good.
Ooh.
Just a little off. I think it was a little, maybe just a hair short.
I like how you weren't sure.
But it was very
Is it
close.
going in? Is it
We
gonna
thought
sit?
from
Is it
our
gonna go
angle, it
in?
looked even closer than from this off angle here. Bowie's going with a wave. This is a Vision Plastic wave here. Dyed by Flora.
Ooh.
Pretty good shot, but unfortunately, a little too much hyzer, I think. It didn't really turn enough for him. Usually he does get it turned over a little bit, but that went a little left. I'm also going with the Vision wave here as well. And I have
Great.
a pretty good
That
release
looks-
there. It's
Is
a
it
little
skip?
short,
That
but
looks good.
it was a good line though, so I was very happy. Like I said, a lot of times I do shank off to the right just when I'm trying to overjuice.
Are you obstructed by this magnolia?
Yep, it's in the way, so I'm going with the zone here to just get around it, and I actually have a decent approach, I think.
Ooh, a nice bounce.
Yep.
No, it's the bounce.
You were like cracking up at some of my bounces. It was so funny.
Oh, Bowie has I think he has a circle 2 look here. Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
no.
Shot down.
All right, Bowie, are you going to clean this up?
Easy.
Let's see.
Nice.
Very nice.
Par save.
Oh, that's where I landed.
Yeah, you
Right.
could see just how
Yeah.
good Khang's drive was.
I'm pretty sure I had an ace. I was a little short then.
Yep, it just skipped over there, but it was the right distance almost, so
Great birdie.
yep. And then clean up a par, so decent hole.
All right, we got hole 8, 158 feet, par 3. Straightforward throw. You just throw in between the fairway, down the hill. You could go forehand or backhand. Forehand, there's risk of it going and fading, skipping into the woods. If you throw backhand, I think it's the safer play because if you fade to the left, there's still an open putt look.
And you're just going straight at it.
Yeah, I'm going straight at it with my putter,
Yeah, pretty
my A node, and I was really not too worried about that throw.
Bowie's going with the forehand here. I think this is a zone. I'm not positive.
Ooh. Way inside.
Yep.
Way inside, but I think he lands himself in circle 2 though. Oh, he wipes
Can't
his sweat.
can't really tell though because it's really dense in the woods here. I'm going with the turnover. I'm throwing my paradox here, my most understable disc, and I shank it so much.
Ouch.
Yep, that's pretty frustrating. I usually do pretty good on this hole. I throw a zone here, forehand approach, but I leave it really short.
All right, I think Bowie has a good look. Let's see how he does here.
I don't remember how long it was. I don't recall it being close. Pretty lengthy putt.
I
Ooh.
would say 55.
That was a good attempt though.
Man, you're much farther than I thought you were.
Yeah, I really left it short, so I got a long putt, saved par. Pretty close, but didn't make it. Kind of get a little frustrated at this point because this is a hole I usually birdie, and unfortunately I'm taking a bogey, so.
All three of us land in the exact same spot.
A little
I
cluster.
think we all have to straddle putt too, so. You got a nice birdie. Bowie able to save par, and then I'm going for my bogey putt here and knock it out.
Good putt.
Nice putts.
All right, we've got hole 9, par 3, 245 feet. So you're only contested by these 2 trees. There's this ridge around the basket that I tend to go for. If you land inside, that's a pretty good look. A lot of people like to go wide hyzer or straight at it.
I'm going with my leopard here. I'm not even gonna contest this right tree and just going over it and spike it down. Going for the ace. Do I
You're
get it?
excited? Oh, you could
Oh, come on.
jumping around. You thought you had it. It was a another close ace attempt there. Bowie, I think this is a buzz. It looks like a mid-range. I don't remember exactly though. I think it's a buzz or a buzz OS.
Oh,
no.
It's a little early. He gets through though.
Yeah, he made it through. Luckily, it did go through the trees. It didn't look like it took off too much distance. I'm going with my virus here. My plan is just to go straight through and split the two trees.
Nice throw.
Very nice
Yeah,
line.
Got a good release,
Here,
and it
Chris.
hits just in
You
front
got
of the
the-
ridge and
yep.
skips up and over. So pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that drive.
Efficient.
Bowie has some awkward footing on the ridge. So it's sort of a half straddle, half stagger here.
Confused why he didn't just do a normal stance. Like why he had to go with the
Nice run.
split.
Could be something
Straddle.
with just the way the ridge is situated, but you can see mine skipped up a pretty good amount, going for my birdie here. And
Oh,
no.
oh no.
Daniel.
Daniel making an appearance in my first tournament, which is just rude. Can't
Daniel.
believe it. So if you want, you could follow DanielZ_DG, but cursing me with those rollaways. Have a not a terrible comebacker, but
Oh.
a little
cheating
right.
right.
Yep. So I went from a birdie look to a bogey.
Here's your birdie.
Yeah, this is a great drive, and you were rewarded. Nice, easy putt. Getting a bogey there. Almost
putt.
bounced out, but
Yeah,
stayed in.
I saw it hit the pole. I was like, wait, is that bouncing out?
Should be a slam
Bowie,
dunk.
easy tap in for a par.
Don't pull a
And
chip.
there it is. All right, well, that's it for our front nine coverage of the Springtime Classic over at Alexander Park. How did you feel your round went so far, Khang?
I think it went pretty well. I started to catch fire midway through, and
I think, once you hit that throw in,
Yeah.
then you were really feeling it, man. That was such
Yeah.
a great shot. I'm a little disappointed with myself at this point. No birdies at all. Mostly pars, a couple of bogeys, especially on the ones that are like the easy holes. But I did make some pretty good putts. So again, first tournament jitters here. Sandra, we don't have your footage here, but how are you doing at this point in the tournament?
I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm even on the front
Nice.
nine. So.
Did you have any memorable moments? I guess do you remember any long putts or?
I was just playing a really clean game, so
Nice.
good drives. I think best approach game that I've had in any tournament. So
Yeah.
proud of
Did
that.
were you able to get a lot of practice rounds in before the tournament at all, or so?
We were able to putt beforehand.
Came in a little warmer.
As for practice rounds, I guess 3 to 4 times. Get to know
Nice.
the course itself, with and without wind.
Awesome. Well, definitely be sure you subscribe to our channel here because we'll have another video coming up shortly for the back nine of our coverage here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, we would really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button and ring that notification bell so you can be notified when our next episode comes out. And until next time, we'll see you there.